We've got members of the Alamogordo Lady Tiger soccer team, which begin their season next Tuesday against Mayfield at home. And their brand new head coach, or I shouldn't say brand new, coach has taken over for a while now, Coach Rudy Barbosa. Rudy, how are you doing today?
How you doing, Charles?
Happy to have you here. And, I think a lot of folks and these ladies are very familiar with Coach Barbosa. That you're not somebody that's new to them, but tell us a little bit about your involvement with youth soccer in the community over the years, because you've been very active with youth soccer in our area, right?
Yes, I have. I grew up in this community. I played for the varsity program here in the 90s. In 1990 is when I graduated, and then when I graduated from college, I moved back into this area, and then I started coaching my children, and they're the ones that brought me back into soccer. And I've been coaching for over 15 years with the local soccer league here. And then I met these girls through the same, growing up and playing through the leagues. So I've had the privilege of coaching most of them for a while now. So when the opportunity came up for this position, I was eager to interview for the job, and thank you to Mr. Perry who believes in me, and I'm excited.
Well, if you want to introduce the ladies that you brought with you today of your varsity soccer team.
I did. I brought some returning varsity players from last year, very talented ladies, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
I'm Jessica King.
I'm Kristin Guin.
I'm Tami Wickre.
I'm Macee Trice.
Angel Flores.
All right, so all the ladies here. And, I think I know most of the positions, but why don't you let us know what are you all going to be playing this year, Jessica?
I typically play left back on defense.
All right.
In the midfield, mostly center.
Yeah.
The left wing.
I play forward, center midfield.
Okay. And obviously you feel like these ladies are going to be a big part of leading this team going into 2016, right?
I'm really lucky and privileged to coach these girls. They're big mentors for the youth, because we have a young team. We have experience, but the depth on our team is very young. But these girls have stepped up, and they know what's at stake. Their work ethic is really high. Their responsibility, they're ready for the season.
Jessica, I'll start with you. I mean, in terms of having a younger team and being a bit of a mentor, is that something that you like? Is that something that you enjoy doing?
I really do enjoy it, because it gives us opportunity to bond with them and to shape them as players, because I know a lot of us will be leaving next year, but they'll get the opportunity to learn from us while we have time. They'll get to play our style of soccer.
Yeah. Kristin, I mean, as a sophomore last year, you were named team captain, if I remember right. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Obviously, your fellow teammates and your coaches had that kind of faith in you, and obviously that's a big part, I'm sure, as being a team captain is helping out the other players. I mean, talk a little bit about that going into this season for you.
It's always nice. With younger players, you get to work a lot with them. I came into the program pretty young, and last year a lot of our seniors graduated, and they're the people that helped teach me techniques that I would have never dreamed about. And so it's just nice to be able to do that for someone else that was in my shoes at that time.
Tami, we saw you out there on the field a lot last year, but this is a team that obviously has a little bit of a different look this season. There's a number of seniors that graduated last season. Talk about how you feel like this team maybe feels different, looks different. I know you guys only had a couple of days of tryouts and practice, but I'm sure you guys worked out in the summer plenty, right?
Oh yeah, we had a lot of preseason. We worked really hard. Most of a huge portion of the girls came out, and all of us worked really hard, and we all at least made the team. So we're really proud of all the younger ones, and we really like how the younger ones look up to us, and we just really want to help them out and get them to where they can be varsity level. So. All
right. Macee, how about you? It didn't seem like that long ago that you were one of those younger players. And I don't know how you view, are you feeling like you need to be one of those players that is helping out the younger group, or are you part of that younger group? How do you look at it?
I try and help them out. It's really weird for me, because I'm just used to looking up to the older ones. Like, I was always the young one, the little one that had to prove themselves, and now I'm looking at the younger ones trying to be an example. I enjoy it. I think it's an awesome position to be in. Just
a different role.
Yes, a different role for sure.
Angel, how about you? How do you look at that going into this season? That obviously coach is expecting, all of you to fit that role this year, right?
Yes. Leadership is the most important part, because you want your little ones to be the very best, and being an example for them, could always encourage them and just, do their best.
Well, Coach, Tiger Soccer, there's a lot of history and there's a lot of success in this program, and you talked about playing in the program as well. It seems to me, and I think Coach Perry's done a real nice job of, bringing in folks that I think have a real appreciation for Tiger sports and Tiger athletics, and it seems like, you're one of those people as well that, having, Tiger sports be successful is very important to you.
It is, and especially because I played in the program, because I sort of helped develop these girls, and I get a chance to finish what I started. I coach boys as well, but it's just an honor to be able to go into battle with these ladies, because they're really hard workers and they're really good leaders, and you couldn't ask for a better bunch to lead this program, even with our youth. They've stepped up. They understand the role. They understand what's at stake, and the program. Even though we strive to develop youth and strive to win, we want to be champions, and that's our ultimate goal. I want them to leave champions. I think last year, we graduated a great bunch of players, very skilled, and we fell short of our goal, and I don't want them to go out like that.
Yeah, you talked about understanding the role. When you talk to the ladies, what are your expectations from them? When you want to obviously relay to them what you expect from them on and off the fields. What do you talk to them about, and what are you looking for from them?
One of my biggest things that I push on these ladies is we have to play with heart. There's no drills for that. I can measure everything on these ladies, how fast they are, how good they are, but we can't measure heart. And when you lose that aspect of the game, then you don't feel comfortable with the results, And that's one thing I've been pushing on them, because they've got young ladies who want to be them, and they understand that. So, that's one of the things that I really strive to push on them and help them understand that there's what's pushing our future. When they leave, they want to leave something good, because they'll always look back, just like I look back. You never know where life is going to take you, and when they look back, they know that they gave it everything that they had, whether we fall short or whether we, if you gave your best, you'll walk away with your head held high.
Yeah. I ask you, ladies. Angel, have you played for Coach Barbosa before heading into this season?
Yes, I have for quite a while now.
And, obviously this is nothing new to you. These are the kind of things that he's talked to you about over the years.
He's always told us to give him everything we got. Play with heart, never give up, because, it all counts when you give it your all, and you can walk off with your head held high, and we give it all.
Macee, how about you? Have you played with under Coach Barbosa before?
Yes, from when I was really young. He's been saying things like this forever. It's helped me a lot, because I wasn't really confident when I began, and with his help, I feel like I've grown so much as a player on and off the field. He's just helped me so much throughout the whole thing.
Tami, I'll ask you the same question. Coach Barbosa and what he's helped you out with in your soccer career. Have you played for him before?
Yeah, I have. I actually started playing with him a couple years ago, and he's actually helped my skill a lot. It's came from 50 to probably 100 now. So I thank him. So.
Kristin, I'll move right down the line here. I get the feeling I'm going to get the same kind of answer from the ladies here, but talk about your experience with Coach Barbosa before obviously playing under him in varsity soccer at AHS.
Yeah, I played for Rudy also before he actually became the high school coach, and it's drills that not only are going to help you on the soccer field, but they carry over to school and other things in life. It's just always things to help become a better person overall.
Yeah. Jessica, how about you?
Yeah, it's been a couple years since I started playing with Rudy, and personally as a player, I've grown a lot, but the work ethic and the character that he's built, and I've seen changes in myself just over the couple years, I love it so much, because as a player, it's important to have those things on the field and the leadership and know that you're giving it your all, because it changes the aspect of the game when you're giving your heart.
How about the familiarity for all of you? Is that a big deal that Coach Barbosa, that, Jessica, I'll ask you first. Is that a big deal, the fact that you know what to expect from him?
It is a big deal, because I know the level that he expects from me, and I know where I need to perform, and I know what kind of coach he is, and it's important to me.
Ladies, anybody else want to jump in there? How big it is for you guys to, Tami, how about you? I mean, the fact that you know Coach Barbosa so well, is that a big deal heading into the season?
Oh yeah, I kind of like from last year, I know like the coaching was completely different, so with him coming into this and like just playing with him off season, like I know what to expect from him. I know how I need to play. I know exactly what he wants from us, and I know that he like really wants us to go and just be champions. Like I know that he wants us to give it our all, put heart into it, and work as a team.
Kristin, I mean, has it been seamless for you guys? It hasn't really. I mean, obviously, Drex retiring and Coach Barbosa coming in. It hasn't missed a step. You feel like for the team going into this season?
Oh, I think it's been good. Everyone's coming together because it's always hard when you have changes. Every year you're graduating a new group, you're getting a new group in. The team, every year there's going to be a difference. No player's going to be the same. So it's always good to know your expectations from not only your coach but your teammates to be able to keep pushing to reach those expectations when you play.
Yeah. Macee, I'm sure you played for a number of different coaches. To have somebody that you were just completely unaware with coming into the program compared to somebody that how much is that you feel like going to help you this season?
Oh, it's amazing. The trust that we have built with him from playing with so long, it's crazy to see how well we've transitioned, especially with the new coach coming in, and especially the younger girls who haven't played with him. They're so comfortable already. We try and make it, like a second home on the soccer field. Trust is the biggest thing. If you can't trust the girls beside you, then you can't get anywhere.
Angel, I mean, I'd go with that, and the chemistry of this group is obviously that helped things out. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you guys are still trying to build chemistry. It's early on, but how does it feel so far with this group?
Honestly, it feels great. I mean, we have a lot of talent out there, and we're still building some talent in some of the younger ones, but they got it there, and all we can ask is to give it their all and just go out with a bang, because we got it. We'll do good this year. I believe in us.
Coach, how were tryouts? How did you like the first couple days?
Something that I really liked, and I was proud to see that these girls, they don't cheat me on their effort. They gave me everything they had. Like Tami said, I believe we had big turnouts for the two-a-days and the preseason, and so that spoke volumes about the character that I was getting in these girls, and that they want to succeed, and they're buying into what I'm selling. And like she said, the transition was smooth because I've known them for a while. We've won championships together, in Las Cruces and El Paso against some very, very good teams. So they understand what it takes to win, and they understand that they have to believe in me just like I have to believe in them. So I think the transition has been smooth. The tryouts went really, really, really well. The younger girls that are in our younger program, I think they're very talented. Our older girls, they've become role models to, like I told you, to our youth, because once these girls 11, 12 deep, and then we become very, very young. So everything's gone really well. I'm excited now that we have both the varsity and the JV set, that we can start focusing on Mayfield.
All right. I'll ask you ladies, as you get ready for the season, Jessica, where do you feel like your game's better at going into this season maybe compared to last year? Is there one thing in particular or maybe a few spots?
I think personally, just as a player, how I play my position, I think I've grown a lot. I think my mindset for the game has grown, and I think the skills that I've developed have grown a lot, so I think it's a good asset to have.
Kristin, where are you feeling at your game going into the season? Is it in a good spot, personally?
Personally, I think it's in a really good spot. I'm excited to start the season off.
Is there anything in particular that you feel like maybe we're going to see a marked improvement on compared to last year?
The past year I really worked on building up strength and speed. That way, just quick explosions around the field, so hopefully that'll be better this season.
All right. Tami, how about you? Where are you feeling a little bit more confident maybe at going into this season compared to previous years?
I feel so much more confident this year. I know last year was really hard for me. I had an injury and was out all season, so this year I'm really excited. Like, I know I need to get out there and I need to do so much better than I've ever done before with that injury. So
yeah, it's much better when you're feeling healthy going into the season, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Macee, how about you?
Well, I actually switched positions recently, so my main focus is power and skill. As a forward now, I have to be able to beat defenders when they send it to me, but also my strength needs to be there, so I've just been focusing a lot on skill and strength for my new position.
All right. Angel?
I was out with an injury last year as well, but this is my last season. I'm going to give it everything I got because I feel confident in myself and my team, and I know them having my back. We could do this, and I'm really excited.
Do you feel healthy going into the season? You feel good?
Yes,
All
definitely.
Right. That's what we like to hear. That's one of those things. Not feeling right going into the year definitely makes a big difference for sure. We've been talking plenty about these girls playing non-high school soccer, and how important to you? I mean, obviously you're deeply involved with the club programs and things like that. How important is that to high school soccer for ladies to be involved in those type of things in the off season?
Oh, I think it's extremely important. I mean, club soccer has grown tremendously from back in even when I played. I mean, you got to understand something in when you're playing school sports. There's limitations. For example, we're taking Las Cruces. They have three or four schools. They can only go to a certain school if they're within that district. Whenever it's club, those limitations don't exist. If there's a club team that's the best team in Las Cruces, the best players want to play on that team regardless where they live. So these girls have been exposed to that. I mean, there's now professional farm teams, club teams that are out there. One that comes to mind, the FC Dallas, I know have a program in El Paso, and so these girls have been exposed to that kind of talent, and they've been successful against that kind of talent. So I think it's very important as a feeder program for just to keep kicking the ball, just to build that chemistry, just to understand what it takes, that there's another level that they need to get to.
And how important, I would imagine, for those that want to continue playing soccer after high school as well. I'm sure that's a big important deal because it's probably exposure to college scouts as well in those systems as well, right?
It is. They have ID camps, which some of these girls have been to. They have state tryouts for these club teams where they do have these scouts and they're there, and most of these girls have the capability of playing at the next level. So for them, it's extremely important. And this year, I think we had how many players? We had quite a bit of players playing at the next level, which speaks volumes for what other coaches have done and where our program is heading. We're right there. We're right there at the door. We just need to get over that hump.
Now, Jessica, Tami, Angel, you're the seniors in this group, right?
Yes.
And junior. Okay, I was thinking sophomore, but I wanted to make sure.
I look young right now.
Well, I'll ask you, ladies. I mean, Jessica, I'll start with you. I mean, plans to play college or play soccer after high school? Is that what you want to do, or is this going to be kind of the end for you here, or what are you thinking?
Oh no, I have plenty of plans. I'm going on to college. Plenty of options. I'm ready to go.
All right, very good. That's what we like to hear. And that's something else. I mean, we've seen a lot of young ladies from Alamogordo soccer go on to play college soccer, so I'm sure that's got to be, Tami. I mean, how about you? Is this something that you want to continue doing after high school?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm gonna keep looking and see what my options are, and hopefully I'll get there.
All right. Angel?
Haven't quite decided.
Okay. Still trying to figure that out. That's yes. Fine. Kristin, I mean, have you had any ideas of what's going to happen after high school yet, or still a little bit in the distance for you?
Oh, most definitely playing college ball somewhere.
Okay. That's what we like to hear. Macee, how about you?
Same. I would love to play college soccer. That's my goal for sure.
And to hear that from all these ladies, you got to love that's a big goal for them, because that it adds the motivation for them, I'm sure.
Yes, it does, and like I said, it's just the character they have and the passion that they play with, because you have to have a passion to play this game. I mean, that's why I coach, because of the passion that I have for the game. I mean, I played this game. I love all the sports, but soccer holds a special place for me. And for these girls, I'm glad to see that, because then that passion is there and alive, and I think they're very capable of moving on to the next level.
We got these ladies here. I do want to mention, obviously there's 6 or 7 other ladies. I'm sure they're going to be part of the varsity squad. Who else is going to be a big part of your team this year?
Ladies that aren't here are Harley Weiss, who's also returning, Tori Barunda, who's returning, Cheyenne Drake, Kayla Duran, Steph Mercado, Shauna Williams is one of an 8th grader that made the varsity squad. Dion Molina is a transfer, and then Gabby Sandoval, Sydney Dorchester, Raina Duran, Vanessa Nahar, Crystal Pineda, and Lindsay Norwood, and Blanca Ostos. That will complete our varsity squad for 2016 season.
We've got a lot of our field players that here. Do you know who's going to be doing goalkeeper this year, or is that still to be decided? Or?
They're still battling for it.
So that'll be there'll be a couple ladies that I'm sure will be fighting that out before the season begins.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll certainly look forward to seeing who wins that battle. How about expectations for this group? I know you talked about wanting to see these ladies go out as champions. District-wise, you feel like this group has a great chance to compete and win this district, right?
I think athletics overall in Alamogordo should be very exciting for all sports, because with the new district move, I think we have a really good shot at it. I think the last time girls varsity went to a state tournament was in 06, 08, somewhere around there.
I think you're right. Yeah.
So, that's quite a bit of a drought, and we're hoping to change that this year. But our goal is not just to enter that. Our goal is to go in there and compete, and actually have a chance at winning it. And from looking at the records of what they did last year against the district that we're now playing, I really like our chances.
Yeah, and at state, obviously, the 5A soccer, this area may not be as well versed in some of the schools there, but there are some excellent teams, statewide in 5A girls soccer.
There are, and we hope to compete against them. And soccer is no big secret. It's not like football or basketball that has a bunch of plays. It's styles that make the games. Styles that determine winners and losers, and two evenly matched teams. It's just who makes the first mistake. There's no big secret. There's no big plays that we're going to be running, secret plays. And then there's, you see it, the coach reads it, they understand it, and we're going to go out there and we're going to give it everything we have.
I'll go around and ask you, ladies, and we'll start with you, Angela. What goals for this year? What do you guys want to do? I'm sure your senior year, you'd like to get to the state tournament, right?
Yes, correct. I would love to compete at state. I think we have everything it takes to get up there. So,
Macee, goals this year, whether personal or for the team, or?
Well, obviously to go to state for sure. I've got to talk to a couple people who had the experience to go to state a while back, and they said they've never been a part of something like that. They said the whole atmosphere is amazing, and I want that more than anything for myself and for this team this year.
Tami, to get Alamogordo girls soccer back to the state tournament, that's got to be a big deal for you and the rest of the ladies.
Oh yeah, state is definitely one of the top goals for all of us, I think.
Kristin, district championship, and that obviously one of the top goals for the team.
Oh, definitely. I agree with everyone that state is a huge goal of ours. Growing up, we see all of our friends graduate, and we see each other push each other. The whole summer we've been working, and you want to make sure that it's worth it. So,
Jessica, it's pretty much the same question. Now, we've already gone around with everybody else there, but I got to imagine it'd be something special in your last year with Tiger Soccer to get it back there.
It would mean a lot to me for us to go to state. I've seen plenty of opportunities in the past couple of years, and, we fell short, but I think this year it's special. We've played together for so long, and it's a long time coming. It's deserved.
All right. Well, we certainly hope that that's the case. We want to see Lady Tiger Soccer back in the tournament this year, and we certainly hope that that'll end up being the case. You guys have your usual fundraiser. I don't know if you guys are doing the taco dinner again this year, enchilada dinner. Do you guys know? Or?
Yeah, we're doing that. I think the food might be changing. It's being discussed.
Okay.
Might be some pozole there.
All right.
We'll make sure we'll save you one.
Okay. We want to make sure. And that's usually mid-September that you guys will be doing that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll make sure to get that information out there to the folks. I know it's a big, important thing for your guys' program. So we'll look forward to that, and we'll look forward to Tuesday afternoon, evening. Everybody get out there, 7 o'clock for varsity, 5 for JV.
Yes.
Against Mayfield. You guys going to take it to Mayfield?
Yes, we are.
Yes. Coach, I appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.